Hey everybody, this is Infinite Trials here, showing you what Castlevania does on Let's Play Castlevania Portrait of Ruin. In the last episode, I finally completed all there was to do within the Nest of Evil, and finally completed all the quests in the game that I plan on doing, at least, for Wind. And, yeah. Now, you're probably asking yourself, Infinite Trials, why aren't you doing Almighty in the Great Sage? What abilities do you get after completing it? Okay, well, again, as I said before, I'm not doing Almighty in the Great Sage because I do not want to learn all the Vampire Archer skills, and I do not want to get all the Sage skills because, really, it's going to take forever. It's going to drag out the LP even more, and in all honesty, it's really, the rewards are good, but you don't really need them for endgame stuff. Anyways, though, but for completing those quests, you're going to be, for Jonathan, you're going to get this new weapon. I'm just going to show the icon pop on the screen right now. You're going to be acquiring the item known as the Stellar Sword, which is a very stellar weapon for Jonathan. I believe it is Holy and Sword attribute. I'm not sure if it has any others, but it's a decent attack to say the least. I've never gotten it because I've never gotten all the abilities before because I'm lazy like that. Sorry. But it's, I think, supposed to be the best weapon in the game, if I'm not mistaken. But for completing Charlotte's quest, you're going to get this piece of equipment called the Sorceress Crest, which is an accessory for her that I'm pretty sure is just boost her intellect. I think it just boosts a lot of her stats. I think it's mostly her magic and mind and intellect stats, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what you get for, I think that's what it does. And it's supposed to be her best accessory in the game, but again, it's totally unnecessary completing it. I've never really found the purpose in it. I think it's just kind of unnecessary, and I just don't like it all too much. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have one more thing left to do before taking on the final boss, Brauner, and I think you know where it is. So I'll just meet you guys back over in that location, and we'll take it on. So let's go. Alright guys, I'm finally back here in the room with Loretta and Stella, and if you remember way back after I turned them and killed them back into humans, you'll remember that they had the ability to unlock the true potential of the Vampire Killer. And it's now, I think, about that time that I finally unlocked its true power. So without further ado, let's talk to her.
Are you prepared to unlock the power of the Vampire Killer?
Yes, I am.
You'll have to face this challenge alone. Are you sure about this?
No problem.
I understand. Loretta, begin preparations. Right away, Stella. Miss Charlotte, please stand back. Right. Alright then. I shall now incarnate the last memory of the Belmonts inhabiting the whip. Fight the memory and defeat it to make the whip recognize as you as its rightful owner. Once you do that, you'll be able to trigger the whip's true power.
I see. No problem. Let me have it.
Ready, Loretta? Yes, Stella.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is perhaps the coolest boss in Castlevania existence. Whip's Memory. This is probably one of the most difficult fights in the game, but you gotta know what you're doing. I had a very specific setup I have for this fight, and it's gonna be listed in the video description right here. I have pretty much what I planned. Oh, you know what? I forgot to equip, what is it? Where is it? Moonwalkers, yeah. You're going to want to have the Moonwalkers equipped here to enhance your backdashing ability. But this fight is pretty tricky to say the least. I'm not going to lie. Not going to lie at all. Ouch. Ouch. But if there's one thing I could say, it would be, make sure you have the abilities Cream Pie maxed out. You have the Jet Black Whip available on your persona at all times. Because it will just make, because this guy is in fact susceptible to dark type attacks, so yeah, make sure you deal with that, and ouch. Okay. And make sure you also have a Hailing Mail, because it will make your life all the more easier in taking down this guy. I'm being really reckless in this fight, man, jeez. I'm being incredibly reckless, Jesus Christ. Actually, wait, why aren't I using Shuriken? I'm being dumb. I should be using Shuriken, not freaking, well, whatever it's called, yeah. Yeah, I should really be using Shuriken here, because Shuriken's actually a really good ability to have for this fight, in my book. Oh, gotta use more healing items, don't want to do that, but oh well. And, yeah, I also love the theme it plays here. It's also the main theme from Castlevania Rondo of Blood, and this is also an incarnation of the main protagonist of Rondo of Blood, what's his name? Richter Belmont, who is also one of the main characters in Castlevania Symphony of the Night, the first of the Metroidvania series. And yeah, it's cool that they let you fight him in this game in my book. I think that's just so cool that they did this in this game, to make this be like one of the final challenges you can deal with in this game. Now, again, I highly suggest you do this fight probably about this point in the game, because in my book, if you do it earlier, you're going to get your ass kicked. It's just that simple. However, at this point in the game, it's actually pretty easy to do this fight. I mean, just make sure you have a bunch of healing items, make sure you keep your distance, make sure you're following pretty much the setup I have in the video description again, and you'll be all fine and dandy. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, the true power of the vampire killer has been unleashed.
Ah, you've returned. You seem to be in one piece. Well, how did it go? How's the vampire killer?
No problem. Its power is pretty scary, though. Looks like the legends about it weren't lying.
But,
I know. Don't overuse it, right? I'll try my best.
I'll be with you, so relax. You'll be fine.
Don't overuse it, my arse, because we finally have, perhaps, in my book, the best weapon in the entire game, the true vampire killer. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, Infinite Trials, look at the damage, it's nowhere near as good as Alucard's Spear. Yeah, but you gotta realize this. It's Holy Elemental, it's Whip Attribute, and it's probably gonna be the most, if not the most important item I have in the final battle, in the grand finale of Let's Play Castlevania Portrait of a Ruin, which is gonna be what's going on next time. Yeah, this is Infinite Trials here saying, rate, comment, sub, peace out, chill, have a good one.